It's the 136th running of the Kentucky Derby, less than 24 hours from now. After spending most of the weekend at an OTB, that's an off-track betting site for those who don't know it, we decided to send Michele Steele straight to the horse's mouth for the rest of the story. Michele, we hear you can make a small fortune in horse racing.
Yeah, how to make a small fortune in horse racing. Start with a large fortune, Eric. You know, Jenny Craig, Joe Torre, Sheikh Rashid, the son of Sheikh Mohammed of Dubai. They all have horses in the race, but you know what? They didn't make their money in horse racing. For the Derby, it cost $25,000 to enter, another $25,000 to start, $50,000 before you factor in training, vet, transportation, boarding the horse. Now, the payoff for the Derby is $1.4 million to the winner, $400,000 for second place. But nonetheless, horse racing has experienced a serious downturn. One of the most famous trainers in the business, Bob Baffert, we talked to him. He's noticed the decline.
My clients, you know, they used to go to sales and buy maybe, 20 horses, young horses. Now they're buying maybe, 10, 7, whatever. But really, I think it's gotten a little bit better where they were bringing way too much money. It's like the housing market. They were bringing the price were getting too high. They were getting out of whack. And now they're getting to the point where you can afford a good horse. And it needed to change.
All right, so later this morning, we talked to the owners of the favorite in the Derby, Lookin At Lucky, and the horse is lucky because it's the favorite, but the owners are lucky. Eric and Deirdre, they bought it for $475,000 last year, $475,000. It is worth nearly $15 million. I'll have more from them later this morning.
Michele.
Michele, very quickly, I just wanted to ask, since we're talking about horses and money, how much does a typical horse cost?
Well, you can get one for $17,000. I mean, Bob Baffert, with his winner about 6 years ago or so, bought that one for about $17,000. But that's an outlier. You're going to pay much more for that. Usually a studio apartment in Manhattan. So, like I said, Carl Watson, the owner of Lookin At Lucky, paid $475,000 last year. I'll have more on horse prices later this morning.